To go.
Yes.
All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Social Intercourse, where we welcome your perspective and we speak our truth. All right. So we would like to take a moment to say hello and welcome again. Please drop comments as we're going through the show. Tell us what you're drinking, what you're doing, who you're watching the show with. And as always, we've got AD here. She's going to be helping us reading your comments and your questions.
Yay.
Let's get started.
All right, so self-care time, that's our most important thing. We prioritize that.
Yes.
So I'm excited to hear what's been going on. How about you, Nikki? Come on.
Okay, so my self-care this weekend was, so I had, lately I've been up 3-4 o'clock in the morning, right?
Okay.
Manifesting my goals, writing things down.
Yes.
And as usual, taking my baths, my rituals with my Epsom salt and my lavender, essential oils, and so that was the main thing.
Okay.
But outside of that, I realized when it comes to self-care, ladies, that it embodies other things, right?
Absolutely.
And so this other thing for me would be choosing my battles, right?
Ooh, okay.
Learning how to communicate effectively with my husband. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And doing that, it helps me keep a peace of mind.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So that was a part of me taking my self-care to another level.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how
awesome.
my self-care went for me.
That's awesome.
Yes, that
Nice.
that
That's
gave
a
me
word.
goosebumps. Yes, it is a
So,
word.
yes.
Prioritizing your relationship has
Yes.
provided a level of self-care for you.
Yeah, and it feels really good. It's like a weight lifted off of you. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
So,
For
Yeah.
sure. Oh, that's
Yeah.
Ain't
awesome.
nothing like some good peace, right, Pete?
Nothing like some good peace.
Good piece of what? What you talking about?
Oh,
Good piece.
Oh, piece of chicken.
Good piece.
Y'all need to cut it out.
Be like that piece.
I mean,
Okay, so tell us about your little piece
Yeah.
of self-care.
Yes.
oh, me. As always, self-care for me is just enjoying time out in the world with my loved ones, having wine. I find self-care. Hold on a minute.
Oh, somebody been having fun this weekend.
Yeah.
I have.
In that throat.
Them little throat babies, they never hurt nobody.
Throat baby.
Oh, but no, my self-care, as I always say, so this weekend when I went to get my hair done, it was a lady in there, and we were talking about, I was talking about self-care or whatnot, and a lot of times the women who are homemakers or just get busy with working, they don't find time to have self-care or have time to themselves, and I am very, I have never not taken the time for myself in the midst of me being a mother, a wife, a business owner. I always, this is not gonna work. I always take the time to do the things that I love to do. Going to get my nails done, going to get my hair done, shopping. That's my thing to do. I never lose myself in being what everybody else wanted me to be, a mother, a wife, a friend, a business owner, whatnot. I never lose myself, so I always make time for myself, because if I'm feeling good, then I can only give everybody else who's looking for something from me, something good in return. Like, well, I'm feeling good about myself, so I'm not snapping on nobody. My nails is done, my hair is done, my vagina is waxed, all of that. I got a new sweater.
Yes.
I got wine. So I just encourage women that no matter what, always stop and make time for yourself.
Yes.
If it's you sitting in the driveway, drinking some wine, texting on the phone, just a relaxation, turn on some music, get away and enjoy self-time, because you need that to clear your head.
Yes.
So,
Agreed.
I agree too. That's
never let yourself go.
Because sometimes we do, I think sometimes we are, all the times we are responsible for our happiness. So if that's not
in line,
then you kind of like failed yourself in being responsible for your happiness.
So it's okay to be selfish sometimes and say, you know what,
definitely.
y'all get dinner when I get back. I'm about to go get my nails done and get a pedicure, and then I can come back and cook dinner. But y'all can wait. Get a sandwich in the meantime.
Yeah.
But I'm not stopping me from doing what I need to do.
Definitely.
For myself.
It's easy to get consumed.
It definitely is. You know, sitting up in the house all the time, especially now with COVID. Most people are working from home. You can't, you know, you got your kids there. You need time alone. Get it.
Yeah.
I encourage it.
Facts.
Leave. Do not feel guilty about it.
Yeah,
I think I invented the term, fuck them kids. I've been saying that since the beginning of time. Like, fuck them kids. These kids is good. They got a house. They got food. Fuck them. It's about me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what it is. No guilt.
No guilt.
No guilt. No guilt. Jen, what you got?
Okay,
What you been doing?
Well, y'all know I've been steadily, slowly, but surely getting my place together.
Yeah.
And so my office was last week, and this week my living room furniture came.
Oh.
I did some little decorating.
Okay.
Yes. And I took the time also to kind of just reiterate to my daughters just how grateful and thankful we should be with the small things, as well as the big things.
Definitely.
You know, we've been. It took some time, but we are slowly but surely getting to where we want to be. So I was very just in a very grateful place this past week, and still am feeling really good. Going out of town tomorrow. Was taking care of everything that I need to do for that. It's been slightly overwhelming, but exciting nonetheless. And you know, so
you
I'm
make
in a very
overwhelming
good
look
place.
really good.
You do.
You do.
You never look overwhelmed.
I said you make overwhelmed look really good.
Oh, well, thank you, because I was, Lord,
Yeah.
I was super overwhelmed, but I still feel I'm in a really good space right now.
Okay.
That's good.
Good.
That's
You took those
important.
Benadryls. I told you it always makes everything better when you take the Benadryl. Benadryl takes care of everything. The kids nagging, give them Benadryl, they'll go to sleep, and when you sleep, you don't know nothing.
You nagging, give you Benadryl, you go to sleep.
That's all she needs. That's all she needs is the
All she
Benadryl.
needs.
All she needs.
That's all I need.
All right, so
Rachel?
well, for me, self-care. I learned a huge lesson on self-care. I have been sharing through text with the ladies that I have been feeling everything this week. I don't know if it's because we're all working on our health and getting things together. So my heart and mind has been a lot clearer. I've noticed lately. So I'm feeling a lot more. And I always set goals at night for the next day as it relates to like my children and who I am to the people that I love. And on this particular day, it was actually Sunday. I was in my closet, and for some reason I was thinking about my parents and my relationship with them. And I'm better at writing than I am speaking.
Yes.
So when I want to tell someone something, I like to write it. So, but in my mind, the letter to my mother and the letter to my father was so clear and vivid to me. Everything I wanted to say, everything that I remembered. And it was just like so full in my heart. But it was 10 o'clock and I had to finish getting ready and be to work. So while I'm getting ready, I have all of this and I needed to write it down. I needed to write it down right then. And I was in a closet, I was putting on my suit jacket, and I remember saying out loud, God, please let me feel just like this when I have time to feel it.
Right.
Because right now, I don't have time. And when I said that, I immediately started crying.
Yes.
Because that is me learning that I'm not taking care of myself. I was so afraid to stop what I was doing and write what I needed to say and do what I needed to let out to take care of me, because I was afraid of disappointing everyone else. If I was late for work, they would be disappointed. If I left my coworker hanging, she would be disappointed. You know what I mean? But the person that really matters, I said to her, you don't matter. You're okay. You'll be fine.
Right.
You can be disappointed because you're the only one that's going to understand. Everyone else is going to be upset.
Exactly.
And I got to stop doing that to her. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
in the car on the ride to work, it was like a cleansing happened because we're doing so much of this talk about self-care.
Yes.
And we talking the talk, and it was like, because my head is more clear, it's just becoming a lot bigger.
Yeah.
This initiative is becoming a lot
Yeah.
bigger to me.
Yeah.
And so I learned that as much as I say I do about self-care, I am not taking care of me. You know, I consistently put myself on the back burner and what I need to be okay.
Yes.
I can't say that I've already changed that. I'm just saying that it has been brought to
It's
the
you acknowledge it. It's an eye opener.
so that I realize I have to do something a little bit deeper. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a spiritual bath. I did do the spiritual bath, and I put the rose water and all that stuff in there. So that was
revelation.
So it was like a revelation. So that's what I learned. That's the biggest thing about self-care this week for me. So I am happy about that. All right, so while we are
what was your self-care?
Yes, we want to hear. Yes, your
Yes.
self-care in the comments.
Yes,
Definitely.
please. We want to share those as the show goes on. All right, so we're going to get into some questions and find out what you guys want to know.
Here we go.
Do you believe the way you got him is the way you lose him?
Where I get them from? Where did I get them?
Meaning, so like, okay, so basically, if you got him while he was with someone else,
Pretty much.
and do you think that he basically, if he cheated on her with you, will he cheat on you with her? Yes, I believe so. That it's happened to me before, so
Okay.
first-hand experience, and yeah, basically the exact same way that I got him was the way that. It's the exact same way that we ended. And it was,
You just gave him back to the streets where he belonged. You just let the little dog in off the street for a little while. Not time for you to go back now. Just bring you and drive you off. Get you a little dinner.
I used to be, and the reason that my mom used to always say that each person, you know, the way that someone treats you could be different than the way that they treat someone else. Or how they feel about you could be different than the way they feel about someone else. But it still takes a certain type of person to do pretty much what he was doing. And I tried to look past that and say, well, maybe it's something that, you know. So for me, that's what that answer is.
I understand. So you thought that, okay, I got it. I had to.
Yeah, I've actually never heard it like that, the way you asked the question. So that's, you know, my mind is boggling on that, the way you get them. Because what if you don't get them in a shady way? You know what I'm saying? What if you meet him in a, you know, you meet him at a nice restaurant and he's kind and all of those things, but it don't work out.
But then you're not losing them to how you got them. It just didn't work out, I would probably say.
I would say at least 85 to 90% of relationships already be in transition. Like, you already be with somebody for the most part, and you transition it out. You know what I'm saying? So, or if we want to go far as being married and he leave his wife for you, and then he cheat on you and leave you for the next person. I mean, that's just probably him, and he'll probably lose every woman like that.
Yeah.
Everybody he get into, he gonna lose them, and it really never have something to do with the woman.
No,
but it's just because even
if that's how you got him though, I got
not necessarily.
Yeah, if I got him, if I'm dealing with a gentleman and I'm his side chick, then he leaves his wife or significant other for me. For one, I wouldn't even be with somebody.
Well, for one, typically men don't leave their wives for the side chick. It'd be the next chick. Really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In actuality. But let's just say I'm married, right?
No, okay.
Well, yeah. Right. So I'm married, right? And me and my husband is in a part in our marriage where
I just got what happened. Let's just say I'm married.
I am married.
I mean, hypothetically speaking, that I'm married. I wish you are married.
Okay, so I'm married. We're in a spot where I'm not giving him what he want. He's not giving me what I want. I step out, right?
Okay. Were you stepping out to the store?
I'm stepping out with somebody else.
Okay.
With another person. And
a man or a woman? I need to know.
Right.
Are you lesbian
or? You didn't say another person. You didn't say.
Okay, another person.
We do.
So.
She like either or.
No, if I'm stepping out with another man or whatever.
It better be, because I ain't.
You ain't
what?
Keep your mouth closed.
That's hard for her to do. So
word.
And so at some point in time that me and my husband chose to just dissolve the marriage, and I get with old boy. Mm-hmm. Does that necessarily mean that I'm gonna do the next thing to him? It does not mean that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily mean the way you got him. It's the way you gonna lose him. It just depends on the dynamics of what's happening in that relationship.
Well, definitely a woman who got cheated on came up with that though. She was like, "Oh, the way he got him is the way you gonna lose my husband."
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, you know,
to be kind of cliche-ish.
No, the spectator friend said that because the girl ain't gonna admit that the way she got him is the way she lose him. Her
exactly.
Gonna be like,
she gonna be like,
I knew y'all wasn't gonna work.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So I don't agree with that necessarily. That means the way you got him is the way you gonna lose him. I don't necessarily agree with that.
Yeah.
Well, before I can lose him, I'm gonna harm him first.
We know. Hence the reason.
Get him from the hospital, sister.
You can put him back where he belongs.
Put him back where he belongs.
Put him back where he belongs.
Okay.
All right. So moving on to the next question, AD, what we got?
Can you be in a sexless relationship / marriage?
Sex is like like somebody was vegan, so I'm in a meat. I go on a meatless diet.
Yes, exactly like that.
Right.
What?
All right. So
no meat for you. No more.
Can
you be in a vegan relationship?
Oh, a vegan relationship.
Can you be in a vegan relationship?
No, I cannot.
Why not?
Okay, why not?
Sex is very important. When you're having a rough day, you want to have sex. When you wake up in the morning, you want to have sex. When the kids are asleep and you're cooking dinner, you want to have sex. I can't.
While you cooking dinner, or you want to have sex while you cooking dinner?
Girl, yeah. Yeah.
Just making sure.
I mean, yes, you could be.
You heard the song? He said something about cooking bacon with your booty out or something.
Yes.
Booty all out cooking bacon.
He made that.
Booty all out cooking bacon.
He made that song for me.
Okay, so.
But no, I could not be in a sexless. I wouldn't prefer to be in a sexless relationship or marriage. I don't know why it's sexless. I mean, what happened to his penis?
But it may not necessarily mean something happened to.
Well, if it gets to the point in the relationship that we're no longer having sex, and that means that there's a problem, and we need to sit down and discuss. If you're not having sex with me, who are you having sex with?
So then that can definitely... It could be health issues. It could be health reasons why. Let's just say your husband wind up having a heart attack, right? Mm-hmm. And the medication that he's on is not allowing him to have an erection.
And then I have a medication that will allow him to have an erection.
But that may be detrimental to his health. It may do something to his heart or whatever the case may be. And so now, how deep is your marriage? If you can feel like you could be in a marriage where it's strictly, yes, I have to have sex, How deep?
I'm not really saying I'm not going to put it out like I just got to have sex all the time.
No, that's what you said. So, I'm just saying that marriage goes deeper. Marriage has different layers. And it's just, it has to be more to that.
I don't want to be married no more. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
For me, I could do it. For me, I could do it because I know it's levels to this shit. And I know that we would connect way far more than on a physical level. Intimacy goes way past a physical connection. You know what I'm saying? I got emotional connection to this man.
Right.
And it's always ways that you could, you know what I'm saying?
Well, then he's going to get cheated on. Yeah, we could definitely.
But that's something that can be talked about.
You can't tell him. He's going to feel bad if you be like, yeah, babe, I know your dick don't work, but I'm about to go out.
It's going to take a real man or a real woman.
Is this a kid show?
No. But it's going to take a real man and or a real woman to understand that if it is a physical need that their spouse need met and they're not able to meet that, and have an open dialogue about it.
Yeah.
I'm quite
I
sure.
agree.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not like you throwing it up in your spouse's face like, oh, I'm about to go hit up my sneaky link real quick. No, you're going to be respectful and do it as such. But for me, I think I could be in a sexless. I mean, I know a personal friend who is in a sexless marriage.
Yeah.
And it works. It's a marriage just without sex. You know what I'm saying? They still have relationship goals. They have children. They do things together. Like,
Yeah.
they have a bond. They have a friendship.
She's
you
a
know
really
what I'm
good
saying?
woman.
So,
She's a really
Yeah,
good woman.
I do as well know people who are in sexless relationships, but they are not in a good place. I only know of one relationship where they're suffering from health reasons and that person cannot perform, so they have decided that, like you said, I understand you have to do what you have to do, just I don't want to know about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think myself personally, I would like to think that I could survive in a sexless relationship as long as that option is there
On the table.
for me to be able to.
Go out and
I mean,
Go out. Go
The
out.
only reason is because I'm young, right? So like I could do it for a long time. I could go without sex for a long time.
Yeah,
But
he
to
in prison.
No, I definitely no.
I'm waiting for my man.
I'm not. I'm definitely not waiting. But if we are here together, I think that I could go a long time. But, geez, dog, we married till you die?
Well, sexless, like, is he giving head?
Oh, you know what?
That's what I'm saying.
That's
There's other alternatives.
So for me,
Because his tongue can work.
yeah. So
But you're not going to lick me till I'm raw, dog. That's the thing about it. That's why I didn't
You
want
know
to be
what,
a
but I
lesbian.
well, if you still can buzz, if he could still make you come from head, then that's fine.
No,
you
I'm
got
not.
sex toys. You got
Right.
different
So
Yeah.
for me, that's the
Open
absolute
up my
only way.
expand my mind. Expand my mind. 'Cause I was just on a one
Me
track
too. I was just like,
Yeah.
penis. That's all I want.
For me, the only way that I could be in a sexless relationship is if it were a health condition. Otherwise, no, because for me, that is a part of the way that you express your love to
Yeah.
your significant other and your attraction to your significant other is through sex. For me, at least, because I'm not
for
about
me
to
as
be with
well.
nobody that I'm not sexually attracted to. I don't care how much we connect. We can be friends, but we're not going to be lovers.
You ain't connecting this for.
No, I'm with you 100%.
Yeah, I have to be sexually attracted to my partner all the time.
Okay.
And but again, I'm a very understanding person. So if something happens where they can no longer perform and it's a medical condition, then I would definitely like to think 100% that I could go for the rest of our lives without ever having
I don't want to think that thought though. So.
No, I definitely don't want to
That's a
think that
tough
thought.
thought
Yeah.
because
that
just
is
like
a tough
you
thought.
want to be sexually, I need to be
Right.
sexually attractive to my mate. You know what I mean?
Right, that's what I'm
very
saying. That's why
important.
Be able
that's
to
the only way it
express
could
that
work.
through penetration.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the only way that it
Yes.
could work.
And I need for him to be able to express. He has to
Right.
express that to me.
Right.
That's the hardest part of a relationship when you go through that patch where they aren't as expressive to you as they once were. So that's why I struggle in thinking that I could survive. I want to say that I could, but no, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Outside of that, if it's just if we're
No.
talking about just a relationship and y'all get lackadaisical and he's just not fucking no more. No, absolutely not. No, I can't do that. Because I feel like at that point, if you are still able to have sex and you're just choosing not to have sex with me, you still have the urge to have sex. So at what point are you actually? I don't think that your loyalty at that point will be okay. I want to fuck. I just don't feel like fucking my wife, so I'm just not gonna fuck nobody.
No.
I don't think that's gonna happen. That's not realistic to me. So
Yeah,
again,
no,
the only
that's
way
not.
it could work for me is if it is medical. Other than that,
Yeah.
no. And I'm perfectly okay with you going your separate way and me going mine.
Yeah,
And we
absolutely.
just, and we end things like that. I think
Mhm.
that's more of a bond, and we could, I could actually maintain a friendship with you at that point. But as far as us being together and not fucking, no.
Yeah.
You're not holding up the beef stick for me. I mean, where's the beef?
You Arby's.
Yeah.
I'm Arby's. Where's the beef?
Yeah.
I need
And to
all
me, sexual toys and oral sex, that is sex. So when you say sexless, I'm thinking
that's what I was thinking
Like
too.
no
Like
touching,
nothing.
all
no
of that.
touching. Yes,
Yeah.
touching all that.
But no, I think that's
no,
what it
no,
is. No
no.
sex, but we're just saying other ways that if
Right.
it did go
Go
down
that way,
where it was
right.
a health condition,
Right,
like
right.
okay, you know, I just guess I gotta lay here and get licked on for 3 hours or something
Every day.
with no picnic.
Well, then that is when the other parts of your relationship do, become stronger.
You
Right.
won't have no pro
Right.
babies messing around like that. I ain't never seen no dildo bust. Ain't no busted challenge over here.
Busted challenge. Oh my gosh. Well, okay.
Hey.
Okay.
Well, now that we know you all are useless and you're not devoted, like y'all stood up there in the altar and told the Lord,
Right through thick.
thick and
Thick and
thin.
thin.
No, it said
good,
through
the
thick and
bad,
thin. It didn't say through dickless.
It said
sexless.
sickness and health.
Oh.
You forgot about that
I
one?
ain't say those vows.
Yes, you absolutely did. Up there proud with your
To
daddy
death
standing
do
there.
us part.
Definitely
But
with my
to death
daddy
do us
standing
part.
there.
Death of our sexual attraction for one another.
Exactly.
It's still
It's
death.
definitely death. It's death
Amen.
of
Hold
something.
on. Please
Right.
rewind
Death.
and please go back. Because I try to tell people all
Yes,
the time.
yes,
death of
Yes, I have been divorced, but there was a death. There
Right.
was the death
Definitely. That
of
is
the
a
love,
Yeah.
death of the commitment,
Mhm.
death
Yeah.
of the marriage,
Hello.
death of the
So
respect,
death
Hello.
do us
Death
part.
of-
Bring
yes,
it.
Definitely.
of
Definitely.
the depth,
Yes.
The
Yes.
death.
death
Yes.
of the
Death.
depth.
Death.
So let's be very
Death.
specific on death.
That's the eulogy right there.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
death.
it's not to death do us part like physical death, like you're
Yeah.
going 6 feet under. No, it's death,
death. Right.
as Sandra just explained.
Absolutely.
So, as we know,
Next
these
question.
young ladies are horny individuals and they cannot survive without sex. Next question, please.
How is today's music influencing our young women?
They're hoes.
All of them, every last single one of them.
Okay, so the question is, how is
Today's music influencing our young women?
I just think it's just not as loving as it once was. There aren't. I mean, you get your Summer Walker love songs, here and there, but back in the all day, back in the day. I mean, they talked about a love that was so powerful. I still dream of it to this day.
Yes.
I'm a hopeless romantic.
Yeah.
I can't get it out of my head. I want this love.
Yes.
Where is this love? They're telling me
That's
now.
right.
Oh my God, I'm looking all
Where
over this motherfucker forward. Like, where is this love?
Yeah.
But it was so powerful. It was so meaningful. It was so it's so contagious. It just feel like, okay, well, if you love someone this much, they gotta love you back just
Yeah.
as much.
Yeah.
And I think that's just what music lacks today. And I think it is reflected in a lot of our, not only girls, but men as well.
Yeah.
Our boys as well.
Yeah, because I'm trying to
They
think.
lack compassion. It's the youth
Respect.
lack respect,
Yes.
compassion, love, just so much. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still trying to find out what the men that Anita Baker was singing she apologized to. What them type of men that a woman is apologizing to. And he brought her joy. But no, we even could tap into our mother's music and like it.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter don't know nothing about the music that we were growing up in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They are just so focused
90s.
on the pop that pussy, hoes, tricks. And it's just like, come on. You know?
You like that kind of music, though.
I mean, yeah, I do. I do, but I'm an adult woman and I know that it's for my entertainment purposes.
That's right.
And that's how I make my money when the music is on and the pole is going. Well, it's like, no, I've never danced on the pole. I don't have that type of rhythm. But if I did, bam to make a dance.
Hey, big bang, take a little bang.
Hey. Pull it up.
Watch it all fall out.
But
You got a lot of stripper songs in your repertoire. Usually women have one good stripper song. You just ran down the whole list of 4 real quick.
She ready now?
you saw that, like I arched my back a little bit,
Yeah,
like
ready now.
she ready.
Yeah.
I ain't got no rhythm, but if I did, it would go down. But I do think that the music nowadays, I don't think that the kids understand that it is just for entertainment purposes. They take it more so to heart.
Yeah.
And then the music that you playing, it don't get you in like a good mood. I don't think like where you want to clean your house. You just want to dance. I was playing the Meg Thee Stallion station, and I couldn't even clean up because I just wanted to bounce on her back. How washing dishes and everything. I'm just trying to bounce the whole time. Just needless to say, I didn't get nothing done, and my knees was tender afterwards. My old ass had to put on Anita Baker stuff. I busted, okay? Busted. But I had to turn on Anita Baker to slow the shit down or whatever. So, the dishes got washed.
To slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, so, I
agree with you. I do agree.
It's just we just have to teach our children.
And that's the thing is that when you're ignorant, you're easily influenced by entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So once you understand the difference between reality and entertainment, then that'll put you in a whole different direction. You know what I'm saying? But they take it as their reality.
They do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And with this music that these young girls or men are listening to, it's a disease almost. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because these songs, you know, you got city girls, you got a lot of them. And I like city girls. But I like city girls, and I like a lot of the female artists out here nowadays. Megan Thee Stallion, I like all of them. But what I'm saying is that these young ladies, all they talking about is getting flued out.
Yeah, right.
That's all they talking about is if a man can't pay my bills, if a man can't do this, can't do that.
Oh, but wait, what's wrong with that?
No, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but what I'm saying is that that's the ideal that they have in their head. Well, that's on the search that they going, but yet you want a man to do all these things, but we gotta realize City Girls, Cardi B, all these girls, they have access to them type of men that will buy Birkin bags. You know what I'm saying? Get them flued out.
Come on, Kevin Samuels.
You a regular.
Come on, Kevin.
Smuggler, though.
You a seven. Say it. You a seven.
You
You average at best.
3.
You are average at
No,
best.
We can't do 7.
I give
No,
you
they
5
should
and a
be
half.
3s. They can't cook a meal, can't boil water.
And that's what I'm saying. And so if that's all you got to offer is what these girls is rapping about, you're not gonna
get you.
No. See, and so here's the difference to me. And this is why I think that their real message is not being understood, because I'm okay with their message about getting flued out and all of that. But they still in their bag. That's what you got to realize. They are in their bag, and they just want to be like, which one I'm saying? Was it JT? Mm-hmm. I'm in his bag, but I'm in mine too. Like, let's not misunderstand. I definitely want to be in his bag. Definitely. I just want to be in my bag too. I definitely want to get flued out. I definitely want you to pay all of the bills. I definitely want you to take me shopping. Right. But I want you to have my own bag.
But a lot of these girls, I would say at least 60 or 70% of them not in their bag.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah. They want to get in his bag, and it's all superficial. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They look the part. They got their hair done, nails, body, everything together. But when they snap a picture, their mattress is on the floor. Their priorities are fucked up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because they listening to this music and not realizing that it's only entertainment. This ain't real life for the normal people. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we're older and mature, so we can look at it definitely as entertainment. Right. I mean, it gets me going. I get hype. I run red lights when I got the music on, because I get in there like, hey, ratchet is, bitch, what? Right. So, but I don't think that your young girl, but see, that's when the job as mothers come in
or
to
just
explain the community or just someone around say, this is not for real. This is just for entertainment purposes. Right. Mm-hmm. You still need to cook. You still need to clean. You still need to take care of home. This is just for you to have a good time, to ease your mind, to relax a little bit. Just tap into your little ghetto side, and then you snap out of it, and you go into the world with your Anita Baker hairstyle on. So,
well, I will offer an alternative thought. Yes, I agree with everything you're saying. You all have said so far, but in addition, that type of music that you all describe is kind of it's turning around, sort of like women took back the word bitch and black people took back the word nigga. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's almost like Amber Rose's initiative, like the slut movement and things like that. Right. You know, we get talked about for being all of those things that you describe. A woman who wants a man for money, a woman who will sexualize herself or use her sexiness to her advantage. women have been kind of condemned for that. And sex is used against us. Being sexy is used against us. So I think that the reason why a lot of the music that we're listening to now, it does move you. It does, because you're kind of taking back the power and you're owning it and saying, you can't use this against me anymore and say that this is what makes me weak. Look at how this movement has totally changed how women think and feel, and being more open about being comfortable with saying, I want a man that can do X. You know, it's just another way to kind of look at it. You know,
I see what you're saying.
I'm sexualizing
but
myself,
that you
but
still have to have more to offer than just the physical, because that's gonna get played. It's gonna be the next best thing. Another chick, another woman coming behind you that's better. So just still have something more than just that to offer.
Right, absolutely.
Even though I do agree with you, it do build up the confidence in these young women. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me get myself together. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you on that.
Yes, and absolutely, I think that goes without saying, may or may not, that you always want to have layers to yourself.
Yeah.
Right? You always want to have more to offer than your physical appearance. But just like Kevin Samuel's been talking about, your physical appearance is very important when it comes to the male species who are visual creatures.
Yeah.
So, you know, hey, yeah, we think, and he has openly said in some of his videos, one of the comments that stand out to me is he said, white women go to college to find a husband,
that's
and black
right.
women go to college to prove they don't need one. So if that's how men are looking at us, do those layers really hold any value? You know what I mean? Because you're going to college to better yourself so that you can have something to offer. Not to say, oh, I don't need you once I get this degree. Right. Oh, I don't need you. No, it's to say, hey, I'm empowering myself. I've added some value. I've added some knowledge. I've gained something that can be valuable and feasible that allows me to be competitive in the market. But if men are looking at that and saying, you're getting too much power, you can no longer be marketable to us, from an aspect of marriage or relationship, then look at how damaging that sounds. You know what I mean? It's almost like the power is only in your beauty and what you can offer sexually. Because the minute you try to take yourself to the next level, it's almost like you're kicked down again. You know what I mean? Not every person thinks like Kevin Samuels. I'm not saying that, but that's just the hot topic right now. Everybody's talking about what Kevin's talking about.
Well, majority of the things, because I've seen a few of his videos as well, I think he's just speaking from those women who are seeking a high value man, and with that high value man,
what does he say? The top 5% of earners.
Right.
Why are black women calling in? None of them. The top 5% of earners in the world ain't black.
Right.
Why they keep calling in?
You know what I'm saying? Or maybe he's just saying, not so to speak in the world, but 5% in the black community of men who have, you know what I'm saying, only that 5%. But if he's speaking from a high value man perspective, he's just breaking down what that high value man, his standard. Because a regular average man, his mentality, I mean, overall visual and all that may be true, but I think they kind of still operate a little different as well. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So do you,
because they appreciate a woman who have goals, who are seeking, you know what I'm saying, a higher education. They do. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? We hope they do. But if you can bring that together and build whatever y'all build to be successful together, why would he not?
So but that's the question. That's the you would think you would think it definitely makes more sense. And then that's when it also to kind of just boils down to doing what pleases you, what makes you happy, and what makes you feel fulfilled as a woman. And I think just to kind of piggyback, kind of take it back around to what we're talking about, that is a positive of what I believe the newer generation. It is, like she was saying, like Rachel was saying, it is a lot more empowering, and there are a lot more women, I think, now who are going out and becoming bosses, entrepreneurs. They are, I think, a lot more women right now are really taking leadership roles, and I don't think that the men who are higher value men are necessarily taking are intimidated by that.
No, because they're using sex first. So they're not intimidated by it. But they are more intimidated by women who use their mind first. Those weaker men who say, you know, she's too aggressive or she's too, you know, assertive, you know, or whatever it is they choose to say. The reason why people like if you watch the video where they were doing an interview with Denzel Washington, this was when Cardi B first became kind of big and she was popping, and he was like, you know, today's music, who do you like? And he sat back and smiled. I like that Cardi B. You know what I mean? It was like she was aggressive, but she was aggressive more with what men like, sex and beauty. You know what I mean? Raunchy talking about what she gonna do to him, you know? And that's why I say it's kind of, it's just...
We got a question from one of our viewers.
I have an anonymous question.
Okay.
So what if you have a husband that pushes you to go for your dreams? Will you dog him if his success doesn't come as fast as yours?
Wait a minute. Say that one more time.
So what if you have a husband that pushes you to go for your dreams? Will you dog him if his success doesn't come as fast as yours?
So how fast? Wait, but how long did it take him to become successful now? Because, I mean, I'm not about to sit up here and wait 5 or 6 years for you to
but
get
listen
on.
to the question.
No, I heard it.
The husband has been encouraging and pushing her to succeed, right? Which means whatever goals and things that he had, he put kind of on the back burner to make sure that he supported her in her goals and her dreams. Then once her goals and dreams maybe took off, and now maybe it's his turn. So maybe he sacrificed himself for her to pursue her dreams and goals. So why would you dog that man to do that? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that.
I don't know. I need to know how long it took. That's what I need to know.
Let's use the example 6 years, but remember, at year 1, you don't know how far down the line. You don't have a end to it. You don't have an end in mind. I know you're gonna figure it out, and it's gonna take off in 5 years. You're at year 1, and you need to support your man because he's trying to figure it out. So he's transitioned from, let's just use this example to help clarify. Let's just say he was a foreman at somewhere like Ford. Okay. Right? That's a high paying job. Now he did that because he's smart enough to do it and he got hired to do so. Okay. It's not his passion. Right. Right? So then let's just say finally one day he's fed up and he says, you know what? I'm living everybody else's dream. I'm making Ford rich. I'm using all of my intelligence, and it's not toward what I really love and what I know I could be good at. So now I want to leave this job, and I now want to be, let's just say...
a porn star director.
A porn star director.
Okay.
So
well, they
now,
make a lot of money.
But remember, he doesn't have the equipment. He's got to start from the beginning of the dream, right? Okay. He's not out there in that world. He's got to reinvent himself. Right. And that's going to take time. But we don't know how long it's going to take.
Okay, so have an exit plan then. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you
have a plan with the plan, though. This is your long-term goal, but what are you doing? Are you sitting around, you know, with your hands in your pants and still expecting dinner when I come home and you just relaxing and chilling, and then I'm being the breadwinner? That's what I'm just trying to figure out in the midst. What was he doing? You can work towards your dream as women do as well. So I'm still going to work, but I'm building myself. I'm building my dream. Long term, you just like, I'm quitting everything. I'm going to work on my dream, and then I'm pulling away while you sitting here like, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out.
So having an exit plan. But when you said we had something from a viewer.
But maybe let's explore that. Maybe he is figuring it out, right? So, so the thing is that it's not generating any income.
Yeah, that's a problem.
So you're going 1, 2, 3 years, and you are now the breadwinner, solely dependent. Everyone's solely dependent on you. Does that demasculate him? How are you feeling about him? Because he's not bringing home any finances, and he's still trying to figure things out.
Well, I tell you this about a man.
If you had a plan, if this man knew that, okay, I'm whatever at Ford, and I want to pursue my passion, what I really love to do, let me plan how I'm going to exit out and still be able to contribute on my part in this marriage and this
Exactly.
household.
Yeah.
So I'm
Exactly.
going to continue. I'll work another 2-3 years. I'm going to stack this much money because I may not be working to bring this income. So if he had a plan and executed it to leave and still be able to contribute and do what he needs to do,
Exactly.
then why not?
I'm supporting
You
the
know,
fuck
I'm
out of
supporting
you.
you.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
you quit that job with
Yeah.
no plan, then yes, you put me as your spouse in a compromising
Exactly.
position. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
you
But
definitely have to talk
That was
about
selfish.
that.
It definitely something that we need to sit down and plan. To plan, because now the household is taking, because Ford, like you said, they make money. So now our home is taking a significant financial loss because you want to pursue your career as a
Without
jazz
having
singer.
a plan to that.
Yeah,
Right.
Well,
like
my thing is if I think in a relationship, if you don't ever want to put more on your partner than what they can bear, and so if I would be supportive. I'm supportive. I'm never a dream killer. I'm always chasing dreams until you are until you reach them.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that there are other things you can do while you are chasing your dreams.
exactly.
And I don't, but that's because of how I am. When I am still trying to go after my dreams, I'm more of a problem solver. It's okay, bills ain't being paid while I'm chasing my dreams. Well, I'm not gonna stop chasing my dreams. That's a no. I'm not gonna stop chasing my dreams. I gotta figure out how to also get these bills paid
Exactly.
and to chase my dreams at the same time. And then for my man, so I would love to be able to expect that from my mate as well. And then on the flip side, I'm trying to figure out how to help you achieve your dreams.
Exactly.
As well as probably more so than, so I'm kind of the man in that situation where I'm trying to help you figure out how to achieve your dreams. Let's see if we could brainstorm something together, come up with if our dreams are not similar or don't necessarily coincide, so that we can then build. Because I'm at some point I'm gonna get to my dream. My dream is never gonna, like I said, it's never gonna go by the wayside. We gonna figure out how we can both in a calculated way without just completely bombarding one another with the sole responsibility of taking care of the family.
So you're saying you would expect for him to operate like you. That's what you're saying, is that in the scenario that she gave, as long as he's operating in the way that you would and handling a situation like that, then you will be okay with that.
Yep.
So for all of you, on the alternative, if it was not that perfect situation, what do you think you would do? Would the relationship survive if it wasn't? He planned it, we worked together, we thought it through, we saved money first. If it wasn't the ideal situation and this was your husband, what would you do?
It would be a problem. It would be a problem. I would definitely give him some time if he came to me like, baby, I just quit my job, but I'm going to figure it out. Okay. But a man that's been a provider, he's not gonna sit down that long
No,
and
not at all.
watch his
Not
woman
at
sacrifice or struggle, because then that becomes a burden on her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She just gonna turn into resentment. So a man who's used to being a provider, he's just not gonna let that happen.
Yeah. But
However,
what about depression?
Well, you shouldn't have quit your job if you thought you was gonna be fucking depressed. Okay? But if something like that did happen, I definitely would give a time frame.
Right.
I would say, yeah, I could. Okay, baby, if for sure this is gonna work, I got you.
But even if he
For a
didn't
year.
know it was for sure.
Yeah, there's no guarantees.
Yeah. So
What I would say you gotta have something firm in 6 months to a year.
we got something from a
Six
viewer.
months is something.
Okay, 6 months, P. Diddy.
Okay, so I'm an anonymous person. It took her 16 years, and you won't give him half the time.
Half the time would be 8. Yeah.
There are freelance opportunities that allow for work, but the money isn't coming as fast as your 6 figures plus salary.
It is a tough one.
Well, then that's when it becomes a sexless relationship, because he's not getting any from me. I mean,
for me, I would say, with the additions that AD added, that sounds to me to be the situation that Jennifer described and Nikki described. It sounds like this person is trying It's just gonna take time for that money to come in, for that person to find their niche, for them to understand and figure out how it can become as valuable as that one made 6-figure salary. And as long as, and I think we all pretty much had the same consistency, is that as long as you're working toward a goal, as long as you're actively pushing, as long as you are, because
and not here and there. That's the thing. You
not
can't,
here and there,
you
but
can't twice a year be like, well, I did this.
no, you need to be actually getting out there.
Adamant,
When I come home, like today, I made these calls today, babe. This shit is getting hard because of X. I want to see you trying.
Exactly.
I don't want to see you.
You should be
relaxing.
just as tired. If you are going to put me in that position, you should be just as tired from trying to get
as you
to
would be
reach
if
your
you were
goals
actually working.
as I am. No, as tired as I am from actually working.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how tired you should be from trying to reach your dreams.
Yeah.
If that's the position you're going to put me in, anything less is unacceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I would say if it was that situation where you just come home and say, "Hey, I quit my job. I was tired. I couldn't take anymore. I want to pursue my dream." At that point, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna figure out how do we move forward, right? So once we figure out how we move forward, what's the deadline we gonna meet? What's your deadline?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you say all right, babe, well I need about a good year and a half or two. Every 6 months, me as his support system, as his wife, I'm going to make sure I'm going to encourage you, make sure that you are reaching those goals because as a man, if he's used to being a provider, he's going to need that encouragement. He's going to need you to be his support, his backbone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's going to need that encouragement to keep pushing forward and reaching those goals. You know what I'm saying? So as the wife, I would make sure that I'm tapping into him every once in a while. Like, all right, babe, how you doing? Where are you at with this?
Yeah.
Now, mind you, we've already set a goal point. You know what I'm saying? And at that goal point, all right, we met here now. What's going on? Because things aren't looking too shabby right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely communication.
So it's always communication.
But
You know what I'm saying? And
shabby.
then you want to be able to differentiate if your man is being lazy.
Yes, that's what I was
Versus
ready to
if
say.
he is hustling, he's
Yes.
out there doing
Yes.
what he's doing, even if the money is not coming in like that, but it's coming in. At least you like, all right, he doing
He got something
Versus,
consistently.
right, you doing this for a whole year, ain't nothing that came in, or we done reached that goal point and it's nothing has come in. It's a problem. We need to reevaluate.
Exactly.
Yes, we do.
Because
Maybe I need to step aside and you go ahead and fulfill that, and maybe we come whatever that may look like. But it's definitely encouraging him as well during that process.
For
But
sure.
it's
Now,
always
I don't
communication.
think none of us is against encouraging your mate to
Exactly.
pursue what it is that they want to do. We're not saying kick them to the curb
Right,
because
no.
you're like, hey, I got an epiphany. I want to do porns. I don't know, but I'm with you.
You
Right?
ain't say do no porn.
porn.
You said
You said
direct.
direct.
Well, direct porns, of course. Direct
Okay, we
porns.
ain't gonna be no doing.
Oh no,
porn.
you're not doing no porns.
No, we won't be doing.
If I'm not the model that you're doing the porn,
and I ain't gonna be the model, so it won't be no doings. Period.
Right.
You're not gonna put no porn with your man.
No.
Oh.
Not to be on Pornhub.com.
Oh no, not none of that little.
You gotta show your face.
Well, how you gonna make some money if you ain't putting it out there for the people?
Well, I know it's gonna be a page.
only.
Right. I'm gonna say it's about to be a
Damn,
page
I ain't
subscription.
subscribing to no OnlyFans when we. Well, I know about Malik and what's that girl name? Ramirez. Oh, y'all ain't up on that? Okay, we'll talk about that next time.
We'll talk about that next
We got
time.
something from a
Sounds
viewer.
juicy.
All right.
Okay.
So we got.
Well,
did you answer that?
We did answer that.
Okay.
We did answer
All
that.
right. Cool.
And actually, what we were talking about prior to, thank you guys for submitting that question.
Definitely.
That was a good one.
topic.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
But our last topic that we were talking about before we transitioned to that question was a good segue into our next.
Yes, our
thing that we're
next.
gonna do.
Yes.
So we were talking about music and how it has impacted you, your children, the people of today, right?
Right.
And you all made some really good comments that the millenniums, not the millennials, the
Millennials.
millennials, we had some good music, or we knew good music. We definitely feel like we know more about good music than our kids that have come after us, right?
Correct.
All right. So since you say that is true, I'm interested in knowing what song you feel like the lyrics mean something to you. What song touches you? What song touches you? And as we were
so
preparing
unfair.
for this, as we were preparing for this segment, I probably listened to 100 songs, and I found out that a lot of the songs that are my favorite songs, it's the way they're being sung,
Okay.
not necessarily the lyrics.
Yeah.
So the homework on this became tough because I had to go. I had to keep like, wait, I love that song, but the words ain't really saying
Pop
what
it.
I-
Yes, that happens to
Yeah.
me.
So I'm interested to see, like, what did you guys come up with? What song, the lyrics may mean something to you? Whether it is a depiction of how you think and feel, or whether you think it just changed the game in the music industry. Just tell me why you picked it, and let's share. Do y'all really know something? Do you millenniums? Not millennials. Do you know something about some music? So let's see. Jen.
This is so unfair.
Right, because
Because that's not how it was said. When you
Right.
That's the whole point.
Yeah,
No.
That's the whole
Okay,
point.
so-
It's good music. It doesn't matter. You get to decide how you
Yes.
explain
So-
why you chose that.
Okay, yeah. So my selection, I'm not gonna tell the name. I'm just gonna read the lyrics.
Okay.
And as I read the lyrics, I am gonna kind of break down a little bit of where my thought process was, or what was evoked from some of these lyrics. So, the first line is giving it right away. Closer to my dreams. It's coming over me. I'm getting higher, closer to my dreams. I'm getting higher and higher. Feel it in my sleep. Sometimes it feels like I'll never go past here. Sometimes it feels like I'm stuck forever. But I'm going higher, closer to my dreams. I'm going higher and higher. I can almost reach. So this was very, very prevalent, and what is just really going on in my life right now. As I've been an entrepreneur now 100% for about going on 3 years. And I've reached, each year I've set financial goals for myself, and I have reached them. And each time before I set a new goal, I do get in a place where I feel stuck, or where I feel like, oh man, okay, wow, how can I get past here? Like, this is higher than what I was thinking I could go, or not. And when I say higher than what I was thinking I could go, let's not mistake that for about the time that I became an entrepreneur. I did come to the realization that the reason we are stuck at the levels that we are is only simply because we just don't allow our minds to go beyond that.
Absolutely.
And it could be based
Say that
on,
word.
it could definitely be based on your environment.
Where's the off-air play? Because I sure like to give to this church. Membership classes and all.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And it started when I was doing one of my first ventures. So I tried a lot of stuff. So just so y'all know, I tried a lot of shit. Okay, the numbers make sense to me, and you give me a nice little blueprint. I'm gonna try it and see if it's gonna work. If a lot of people say it don't work, I'm gonna try it. We're gonna see. So I tried Amazon, and that's when it kind of dawned on me. So initially, I was really big on webinars and stuff. Still am. I buy a system real quick. I go to a webinar real quick, and just try to gain as much knowledge about a lot of different stuff as possible. And so the webinar was one of the steps to building an Amazon store is to do product research. And there's a software called Jungle Scout where you can basically look at the different products and see which ones are doing numbers, crazy numbers, right? And so as I'm going through webinar, they're like, how wonderful will it be to make an extra $2,000 a month? How wonderful will it be to make an extra $5,000 a month? And at first I was like, yeah, that would be awesome. And then I was like, but wait a minute, how wonderful would it be to make $20,000 a month, $30,000 a month? And as I'm looking, I'm seeing people making $40,000 and $50,000 a month. Why am I not thinking about making $40,000 and $50,000 and $60,000 and $70,000 a month as opposed to just the two? Why is that exciting me? And so I started to set higher financial goals. Okay, I need to, when I first made my first 5-figure month, it was okay. Now I need to focus on making multiples, consistently making 5-figure months. Now I need to focus on making 6 figures a year. Now I need to focus on making multiples of 6 figures a year. So each time I just, like I said, that was
closer to your
closer to my
Yes.
dream.
So then the
Guapole.
second part is guapole. Sometimes you just have to let it go, leaving all my fears to burn and die. Push the all away so I can move on, closer to my dreams. Feel it all over my being, in my being. Close your eyes and seek what you believe.
Yeah.
I'm moving higher. I'm going higher and higher, closer to my dreams. Higher and higher. I'm moving upward and onward and beyond all that I could see. Stretching out my arms so I can reach. I'm so close. It's like I can just reach. I can feel my dreams closer to my dreams. I'm moving closer to my dreams.
Let them
Sometimes
use you.
it feels like you'll never grow and change, but you never choose to walk away.
That is a good one.
Aside from the fact, now don't discredit, that was some good music. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is a good song.
And I did, like I
And
said,
the words.
it wasn't about weed though.
It
No,
was
it
not
wasn't
about
about
weed. No, girl, it wasn't about weed. I mean, it can be about whatever you. It's your world. You pretty enough. Yeah, you're
Right.
not
Thank
average,
you,
so
thank
it can be about
You
whatever.
are not average at best. You are above average.
Yes, but that was damn
Yes,
good.
That was
That was
wonderful,
very
Jen.
inspirational.
Yes,
on
it
top of
was.
the fact that the lyrics
Then
was not
there's
just
me.
thing, and she sang that song so well.
Yeah, she did.
That was
She
a good
did.
song.
She
That was
did.
a good song. Okay, Jen.
Well, what
I see
you got, Mo?
Excellent choice, Mo. What
I don't know.
did you
Y'all
do?
ready for this?
Oh, y'all
We
ready
ready.
for this?
She ready.
Okay, we're not. Okay, here we go.
Look back at it. That's my second most favorite song. Look back at it. My Trina. Y'all, I like that one.
Ain't no other way.
Okay, so y'all want me to tell y'all my title and artist first?
You do
No,
how you wanna
Don't
do it,
read
boo.
that whole thing,
Do it
though.
how you want to do it, boo.
You know I can read no way.
Right.
No,
She don't read the whole thing.
the time does not allow for that.
At all. I only got 2 little things I'm gonna read off. Okay,
Okay.
so bag lady,
Mm-hmm.
you gonna hurt your back.
Okay.
Dragging all those bags like that. I guess nobody ever told you all you must hold on to is you. Is you. Is you.
Nice.
One day,
Say.
all them bags gonna get in your way.
Mm-hmm.
Bag lady, you gonna miss your bus. You can't hurry up because you got too much stuff.
Come on now.
They doing it. They doing
When,
it.
when they see you coming, niggas gonna take off running.
Let them
From
use
you.
you. Oh,
It's
shut up.
true. Oh, yes, they do. So, with that being said, I feel like we've all had our moments of being bag ladies, right? And of course, that was the jam. We dancing to it without really feeling the words and understanding what Erica is really trying to convey to us. You know what I'm saying? And we're trying to figure out why it's hard for us to start anew, get in relationships, whether it's for spouse, friendships, doesn't matter what type of relationship, but we're holding on to baggage that is weighing us down. We're holding on to resentment, anger, heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? So many things that are holding us down. You know what I'm saying?
Take
for
us to church
be,
on Monday.
be able to move forward and start anew. You know what I'm saying? And not realizing when we get in so many different relationships, we trying to figure out what is going on. And not really looking to self to be like, damn, I got all this baggage.
Yes.
I needed to let it go. And that's part of self-care. Understanding what your baggage is, prioritizing it, whatever is not at the top and is at the bottom, let that shit go. You know what I'm saying? There's no way that you can start anew when you are holding on to the past. You know, when she talk about you gonna miss your bus, that means you letting your past.
Opportunity. You gonna miss
Yep.
your
You gonna miss
opportunity.
your opportunity.
Focusing on shit
Exactly. That don't mean
that's
you
holding
good.
you back and holding
That's
you
holding
down.
you back. You get in these relationships, yeah, you're crowding them in because you got too much shit that you need to unload and deal with.
Absolutely.
And you gonna run them away. You know what I'm saying? So just take heed to what your baggage is, prioritize those things, and seek counseling. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that may look like for you to heal and be in a safe space, get rid of the negativity and surround yourself with positivity so you can be able to grow and drop that baggage. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Regardless if it's a Gucci bag, a nickel bag, a Louis Vuitton bag, dropping the material things and really understanding your purpose and what life has to offer you. You know what I'm saying? And you will never get to that point if you holding on to the past.
Amen. Amen. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
All
I
right.
definitely agree with that. That's a word right there, Nikki.
Yes, it
When
is.
you started reading those lyrics, I was like,
Tearing up.
Ooh,
I thought you
child.
were tearing up.
I done missed the
Baby.
bus.
Yeah.
About to miss the bus. To have missed the bus. Got a transfer. Got on the wrong
Ran
bus.
down the bus.
I done
Chase down the bus. Fail.
You didn't fail really for a time.
I'm going to tell you a word about me. I done missed the bus, chased the bus, and the next day or the next week, and did it again.
But you know what?
We all
And to piggyback off of that,
Mhm.
some of us are still carrying some baggage.
Yeah.
It may not be as much as what we
Yes.
started off
Absolutely.
with,
I ain't free.
but
Absolutely.
I ain't
you
free.
won't be free.
The bags
but
might be a little lighter.
they'll be light. They'll be
Light.
light. They
But
won't
you
be
working
weighing
in the
you
right
down.
direction.
But you
Absolutely.
working, you know what I'm saying, in the right direction. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So.
I need
Rachel.
to redo mine. I
There
feel
you
like
go.
the kid
Let's
at
go.
the, I feel like the kid at the talent show who everybody all shining you over there like, Mary had a little lamb. Mary.
No.
Right.
All right. So I'm
here we
going to
go.
go next.
All right.
All right. So we've had some really good, insightful things.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to be the one to talk about a little bit about love. I'm going to give you a little bit of this and y'all pick up on this.
Okay.
Where are your people from? Maybe Mississippi or an island. Apparently your skin has been kissed by the sun. You make me want a Hershey's kiss.
Oh.
Talk to that man.
Every time I see your lips, it makes me think of honey-coated
You're
chocolate.
so poetic.
Honey-coated chocolate.
Every time you see
Your
somebody else.
kisses are worth more than gold to me.
Mm.
I'll be your almond joy.
Oh.
You be my sugar daddy.
daddy.
Oh, yes.
Brown skin.
Yes.
You know I love your brown skin. I can't tell where yours
Yours.
begins.
Ooh.
I can't even tell where mine ends when it's up against
Gave
yours.
you chills.
Mm. I need
All right.
some every now and then.
Every night, all the time.
Every time you come around, something magnetic pulls me and I can't get out. Disoriented.
This.
I can't tell my up from down.
Wow.
All I know is I want to lay you down.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I let you in, abracadabra magic happens as we swim higher and higher.
Girl.
Finally, we reach heaven, come back to earth, and then we do it
Good
all
all
again.
again.
Yo,
I'll read every last song, I'll read every last lyric, but then y'all ain't gonna be watching no more. Y'all gonna be in that bathroom.
Where
So
you
I'ma
at?
stop.
you can't have no light skinned nigga with.
Then it'd be milk, it'd be white chocolate.
White chocolate.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But
That's light
it.
brown skin. It's just
Yeah.
light brown skin.
It doesn't even sound right.
Yeah, but you know what? Why that song I felt was why I chose that. It was because she took something so small, her ability to take brown skin, and a whole 4 to 5 minutes of the song, she gave you so much visuality, so many
Yes.
things to think
Yes.
about. She made you cherish the black man,
Yes.
black skin, melanin.
Yes.
We talk a lot
Yes.
about that. And she just used so many words to kind of engage you and
Yeah.
take you
Yes.
through a whole process. It made you want love, be in love, want to make love, you know, and appreciate love.
Yeah.
And I think that her lyrical content was back. I mean, when I researched that song, it made me listen to her whole album all over
yes.
again.
All over.
Yes.
Yes.
That's her
Shine.
first album. That's her
And
first
I love
album.
it.
She just really has a skill about her.
Yeah.
You know, in the way that she writes, and that acoustic soul just
And tell
really
the story.
sold.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, I love he is the truth.
Listen to what
Yeah.
I'm
I
Yeah.
love
like.
he because he is the truth.
Yeah.
And it is so real.
Yes.
And I love the way
And
That he makes me feel.
And
if I am a reflection of him.
Ooh, what he must be?
Then I must be fly.
What?
Because
Because it's like
What?
it shines so bright. I wonder why.
we had too much fun yesterday. We
Too
all
much.
hoarse.
Yeah, y'all are horse.
Super Bowl Sunday.
On to the next.
Yes. All right, P. Diddy, what
All
you
right,
think?
P.
They, they straight playing me, right?
Maybe,
I was coming
keep-
here
keep
with
in mind-
Yolanda Adams.
Keep in mind that I'm an artist.
And I'm
Right.
Sensitive about my shit.
Okay, so back when I was a young girl, starting out and I was understanding what the vagina did and how it operated and how it worked and the powers that it had.
Okay.
So I had stumbled upon the radio one day when I turned it on.
Turn to it on. Well,
And Missy Ellen was on.
I love
Little
Okay.
Missy.
what she say.
And this is what she
Knock
said
my
when
head
she
off
said.
already.
Sorry about that.
no.
When she said what she said, now because this ain't a kid's show, I'm not gonna bleep it and bleep no word.
No, no,
I
we're
be
not.
censoring nothing.
Let them
This is
use
what I'm
you.
gonna
Okay,
say.
here we
Let
go.
them use you.
There it is. Now listen. It's all for the love, but there is more things that keep a man satisfied. And I know the remedy just to cure him from cheating, even if he tried.
Hello?
Pussy don't fail me now. I gotta turn this brother out.
What?
So we don't want nobody else
Hey.
but me and only me. Pussy don't fail me now.
Yeah.
I gotta turn this brother out.
Cause
So
what?
he don't want nobody
Whoa,
else
whoa.
but me and only me.
Hey.
I know he's a man and men have intentions to sleep with someone else. But that's why when I make love to him, I'm ruling, trying to give him my best. So this is a little thing I like to do. So I ain't gonna give you what you thought. I ain't gonna give it to you. I ain't gonna give it to you. You gotta watch my OnlyFans. And then again, the chorus goes, pussy don't fail me now. So ladies, you already know when you got your man or you trying to get a man, that you is going to give him your best.
Yes.
You gonna rule, you gonna pull into that inner freak lady, and you gonna ride that thing, throw it back, turn it in circles,
Missy said,
two hand motions, whatever it is.
The pussy's good. It's alright.
It's alright.
Ain't
Gotta worry about my
Man.
man.
Cause
He
he's
know
mine.
and one of a kind, and that's why he keeps staying.
But
The
listen,
pussy
ladies.
good, it's
Yeah.
alright. And the phone just went off. But you get where it's coming from.
No, but you know what? The reason why I feel like I don't think you should be like, oh, y'all play me, because every woman
Wanna feel?
want to feel pussy powered. Think about the time that you met somebody that really made you nervous. You liked them a lot, you know, and y'all had everything else. Think about the relationships that Nikki talk about a lot. Those where you make the connections before you ever engage sexually with that person, right? There's a buildup that happens. And the last thing you want to happen is after you have created this exchange with this man,
Right?
y'all talked about it, and then here come the time. It's the night, and your underarms are sweating, and he already done texted and said he was on his way, and you didn't wipe 3 times with a wipe. You went and took a shower. You make sure you got the right cologne on.
Yes.
You make sure the mood is set, but you're nervous. Shout out to the men that can make you nervous.
Nervous.
And then you just gotta have a pep talk with her, like,
Yes.
come on,
Look here, girlfriend.
I done done all the work up here with my mind and my mouth.
I need you to come
I
on
need
and bring
you
it
to come
home.
on now.
Bring it home.
Bring it home.
Making sure her sin is right, you pH balance.
Yeah.
Making sure that she stay wet the whole
Yes.
time.
Please
That's
stay
why
wet.
the
Please
pussy
stay-
don't fail me.
Please.
Please.
Look, I'm turn this brother out.
He don't want nobody else but me.
But me and only me.
Right?
But but here's the big. Even if he did, he gonna always come back. Cause we know.
Say it.
That walk.
Say it. Yup, that walk.
That walk.
Good.
And then that's when you cue in Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B. Monkey, the bucket and the mouth. But that's my song, ladies. Just always just have it in your head when your knees about to give out on that last right stroke. You say, pussy don't fail me now.
And now,
Gotta turn
and
it
legend has it. Legend
Legend
has it. If you do like this,
To the gods. To the gods.
To the guy.
okay, and you channel your inner pussy power,
You got you.
as you are percolating the pussy on the penis.
Okay. Percolate the pussy on the penis.
If you
quick
do like
with
this,
You got to. That's it right there.
You got the
Once
win.
that hand go up,
I
and then you earn it, ain't it?
legend has
Hey.
Shoot.
You moving
on it.
macaroni in a pot, baby.
And we ain't talking about that crab shit.
Okay. Well,
But
speak
yes.
yo
True.
Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
Way to end that. That was a good one.
That was a real
good
good
one.
one. That was
Been
good.
mine since I was a little old girl.
I like to say a little thing I heard before. That was delicious and nutritious.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. I have been known to feed a couple of, usually just my husband, but I could pretend. He said I could. He said I could. For the views.
For entertainment purposes.
For the views. He said, baby, whatever you gotta do to get your views up. I know that your pussy ain't failed me. It's going on 23 years. Hello.
Right. All right. So we got a lot of feedback about how fun it was just to hear about who would do what.
Oh,
and
Lord.
what.
Yes,
So we're just
yes,
gonna
yes.
do a couple little rounds before we wrap up today.
Okay.
And we're gonna find out
Yes.
who would do what up in here.
Let's see. Let's see.
Let's see.
Let's
What
see.
question
Let's see
we
what
got
lives y'all
today?
telling this week.
Yes, y'all be lying. Y'all know y'all be lying. All right, so this is a little game. If you didn't join us last week, it's just who's most likely to. And since we all know each other so well,
Yes.
we think it's highly
Y'all
entertaining
don't
that
know
we get to decide who we think is most likely to do. So we'll just go through like 5 questions
Yes.
really
Here
quick.
we go.
All right, who is most likely to never fall in love?
Never?
Yes.
All you ladies like love, so I can't.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
Who you got?
I say Mo. She say Mo.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
All right.
Oh well then I
Who's
guess I
most
will have
likely to make love on a beach?
Oh.
Put their damn self up.
I'm definitely gonna say Jen.
Who you got?
Alright,
Oh,
Jen, you won that one.
So what am I? So y'all think I just be fucking in the bathroom at Coney Island?
Basically.
Oh.
In the car and shit.
But because you romantic, so I think the sunset,
yeah.
the
Oh,
water,
Lord,
that's
Jesus,
definitely
man.
something that you would be into.
Beach
Yes.
me, please.
But for me, it's just me being spontaneous. Like I'm down for anything. Like
Yeah.
so if you
Anytime,
start, I'm
any
ready. You know.
Jenny said it best.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so thank you, boo.
Well,
Who's most likely to open a present before the prescribed date? So they found it in the mail and knew it was for them, and they opened it up. I'm gonna have to say P. Diddy on that
me
one.
too.
Why though?
Where's your car?
Yeah, who you say?
Yourself.
No, I was just there.
Oh, everybody but you. Everybody but her.
We know.
We know.
All right, here we go.
They know. All right. Who's most likely to watch a movie twice with different girls?
Rachel,
Rachel.
yes.
Rachel. And then act like she didn't see it as many times as she needed.
Right.
Because she wants you to feel special.
Right.
Oh my God, whatever. Okay, one last one.
Here we go.
Okay. Who's most likely to open up a luxury restaurant?
Luxury?
None of y'all hoes can cook. So I'm just lying. I look at everybody.
Tried it.
I would say
Oh, yeah.
luxury, because
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
You say, Jen?
I said
Rachel,
Rachel.
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Mhm.
They probably could, but
Yeah.
I gotta get the most life.
Yes. All right, so that's just letting you in on a little bit of tidbit of what we think about each
Yes.
other. So that's always very, very cute. Precious is going to give us our word for the
A
day.
positive quote.
Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. So while you're going through your storm, dance in it, be happy. Your outlook on things, positive outlook on things, can determine your struggle while you're going through the storm.
Yes.
Dance in the rain.
Dance in
Yes.
the rain.
You know how hard it is to dance in the rain. You just got your hair done. You know what I'm saying? In the car, you know, you got your bags, you know, and it's stressful, but just let your hair down and dance in that rain, baby. Let the frizz.
Just do
Yes,
it. Dance.
do.
Oh, it's a storm.
Black girls get their hair wet, right?
I mean, we might like to might not like the curl pattern of it, but
4C coming out. Yes, but that's a word. That is.
Thank you all for joining us.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
Yes, where we welcome.
Yes.
Your
So thank you for joining us. We always welcome your perspective, but you know we go
Speak
our
truth.
Thanks for joining, guys. We'll see you next time.
Like, comment, share,
yes.
Definitely
and don't let your pussy fail you.
Okay.
Okay.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
All right.
Okay.
So
Before
we
you
gotta
hit
download
anything, we gotta hit download on
Okay, I ain't touching that one.
that. Okay.
Okay.
We messed up.
We
So-
have to do that.
So, pause.
Okay.
Wait, is it done?
Do I click in now?
Yes.